Hi, welcome to Mainland Cycle Center's new vehicle department. Today we're going to take a look at a 2012 Kawasaki KX85. The KX85 is a competition race bike, meaning this is not really designed to be a recreational trail type bike just because they're higher maintenance. It's not that you couldn't use it for that, it's just that it's not really what they were designed to be used for. It's a race bike. It has a two-stroke motor, which means you have to mix the fuel and oil together. That oil that you put in the fuel is what lubricates the top end of the motor. This has a separate oil in the crankcase, so for the clutch and transmission, here you put a separate oil in there. But the top end of the motor, the piston rings, crank, bearings, the rod bearing, all of that is lubricated with that oil that you put in with your gas. And so, as a matter of maintenance with these bikes, you're going to rebuild the top end on a periodic basis. You don't want to drive one of these until it just quits. It'll be very expensive to fix because you'll have a galled up cylinder and piston and everything. But if you replace them as a matter of maintenance, it's much cheaper and you'll get better performance out of the bike. These have the inverted front forks here, which what that means is that you see this silver fork tube here. A lot of times on the bikes you'll see that part clamped up here high and this aluminum piece down bottom, so it's kind of flipped upside down. But what that does is it makes the fork more rigid. This heavier part of the fork has less flex in it. Disc brakes, front and rear, you can see your disc brake there through the wheel. It's your rear disc brake, has an aluminum swing arm. This is a steel frame, but it's a perimeter style frame, which means there's a strut going along this side and then there's a strut going along the other side. So it kind of forms a perimeter. It's less weight and more strength, even though it's a steel frame. Got a remote reservoir rear shock, so the rear shock has a remote reservoir on it. This reservoir allows for greater oil capacity in the shock, which keeps that oil cooler, which makes the shock act more consistent as it heats up, so you don't get a fading in the shock performance. Okay, and of course these are adjustable for compression and rebound dampening and the spring tension, all of that. Okay, these are kickstart only, so no electric start. Again, competition race bike. Okay, these are a manual clutch with a manual transmission. So this is your clutch lever here, and you just it's a 6-speed transmission. Here's your shift lever. Push it down for first, and then up for second, up for third, up for fourth, up for fifth, up for sixth, and then right back down through the gears. It's a sequential gearbox. These are carbureted. There's your carburetor, your choke there. This is the exhaust pipe here, and this is called an expansion chamber. You can see how it's kind of big. I always thought about it as kind of like a boa constrictor that ate something, and but that having that shape to that pipe is part of what gives it its power, and that power band. So by how they shape that pipe, they can change the power characteristics of the bike. So obviously they're shaped that way for a reason. Chain drive. Unique on the KX85 and KX100 is that the exhaust pipe is on the left side of the bike as opposed to the right side of the bike. There's no particular rhyme or reason to which side they put them on. It's just typically we see them on the right side of the bike. But new for 2012, about the only thing really they changed is they had some of these blue anodized fork caps here. Got your front brake lever here. Of course, this is your throttle. Got a rear foot brake there. Engine stop switch. You know, and another kind of further proof that these bikes are competition race bikes is these bikes are sold with absolutely no warranty. Now, Kawasaki is really good, and if they were to sell one of these bikes and it had an obvious manufacturing defect, I've seen Kawasaki stand behind those. But as far as ongoing warranty, there's absolutely no warranty with these bikes. Whereas you buy a recreational trail bike, typically they're going to at least have some warranty on them. So, inverted forks, disc brakes, aluminum swing arm, perimeter style frame, two-stroke motor, remote reservoir shock in the back, the gripper seat on it. Great Kawasaki lime green color. The black wheels really look cool. Black fork guards in the front. But just very good performing bikes. We have several customers who race these and do very well with them. All right, well that's a quick look at a 2012 Kawasaki KX85. We are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45 in LaMarque, Texas. Our website is mainlandcyclecenter.com. Our phone number is 409-948-4969. Hey, give us a call, shoot us an email, even better, come by and see us. We'd love to help any way we can. Hey, thanks for watching.